What's up, broskies? It's Fallen here, bringing you another domination gameplay. This time, it's going to be on Meltdown, Balochistan Cliffs. Good old Meltdown. I'm going to be using the counter UAV orbital VSAT and the Lodestar. This was in the same session, so that's kind of why the streaks are the same. I just switched it up to the Lodestar instead of the Stealth Chopper. What was he thinking? Sitting by the propane tank. That's a bad place, anyways. I mean, they blow up so frequently. It's and I mean, seems like it takes forever to blow up. And then when it finally does decide to blow up, it usually blows up when you're there. I'm using the Vector, beautiful diamond camo, and I'm using extended clips and suppressor, I believe. And the reason I went with extended clips because I was running fast mags before, and yeah, the reload's really quick for the Vector, but it's just, I don't know. When I seem to like come across two people, and then sometimes the Vector gets a lot of hit markers. So I mean, it's a pretty decent overall gun, but I don't know. It just seems like having the extended clip, it makes it a little bit easier in case it wants to get all those hit markers, because you know sometimes it does that. That was a little take my time shot there. That's pretty nice. I wanted to talk about my thoughts on Black Ops 2 so far, and kind of how I feel the game is going. You know, like, you know, kind of see what everybody else's thoughts is. If you guys want to let me in on your thoughts, well, let's see. What do I think about the score streaks? We'll start with score streaks. Score streaks are very good. I like the change. It's really really cool, and I think for playing the objective, for getting so many points, I think it's really cool. Just a really good like overall incentive to make you want to play the objective more. And I do know that that's what they were going for, and I would say they pretty much succeeded in that. The guns, let's see the guns. They are all, after that patch where they nerfed the SMGs, they all seem to be pretty good now. I mean, the SMGs at times still feel overpowered, but I feel that that's due to because of the map. And I mean, like, if you're using a close quarters engagement map, then no doubt you should be using an SMG. And if you're using something with more of a longer sights, you know, like let's take Overflow for example. Like Overflow, it has its close quarters engagements, but you can keep it to where you stay in long range, if that's what you're more comfortable with. And you know, it works both ways. I used the Scar on that map, and it worked out pretty well. It was a pretty good game, and I would definitely recommend you know switching up, not so much using the SMGs, because a lot of people are just maining the SMGs, and it's just, you know, it gets kind of old. I know I'm using one, but you know, it is what it is. And of course, look what I picked up was a PDW off the floor. So, you know, they're good guns, don't get me wrong, but don't be afraid to go outside the shell. I'm glad I actually just got diamond SMGs, so I'm gonna be switching over to the assault rifles so I can see what they're all about and really get a better handle on them. The only one that I've used frequently is the FAL, and then with auto fire, that thing is a beast. That class is just an absolute monster of a class. For perks and stuff, if you were thinking about running that gun, I would definitely recommend running lightweight with it, just so you can get that little extra bit of speed. And then I would run Ghost, and for my second perk, I usually use Toughness, but you could easily switch that out for Scavenger, which I do use Scavenger sometimes because that gun can eat through ammo. And then for my third perk, I use Dexterity. And the reason I'm not running Tag Mask is because if you're playing with that type of gun, you're less likely to be rushing around anyways. So it's not like you're going to be running into shock charges a whole lot and or bouncing betties. And for my equipment, I usually run EMP grenades. So, you know, if there is anything, before I usually go in a room, if I have an EMP grenade, I'll check it with with the nade, you know, and it destroys whatever might be in there. So yeah, that's a really good just a really good overall thing to use. And let's see, what else is there? The engine overhaul, the way it feels, the way it moves, the game is just really good. I mean, that's definitely no doubt. Definitely needed that. And I get flipped around there. Your boy got flipped around. That wasn't good, but it's okay. I wait for him right here and takes out one of my teammates, but it's okay. He got his just. And you know, like, I think the way it moves, the way it runs, everything's really smooth, everything's good. So they definitely did a good job there. The titles, the emblems, the emblem editors, God, it's bigger than ever. So yeah, it's definitely great. And the titles, so many titles to unlock. And I stay here for a while. You're kind of waiting out this tack insert, but the guy never spawns, and I get bored and I just destroy it. So, but yeah, I mean, there's just so much to be done. And you know, it's a little bit of a grind trying to get the diamond camos and or just getting the gold camos, you know, but it's definitely fun and it keeps some longevity in for the game. The prestiging system's great. It took what Modern Warfare 3 had and built upon it, and I like how now after you prestige, you don't lose all of your attachments. Like, let's say you max out the MSMC and you wanted to prestige, but you're afraid that you're gonna lose all your attachments that you've unlocked for it. Well, if you were to prestige, you only lose it until you gain that level, which is what you unlock the gun at, and I believe that's level 28. So then once you get it, if you had all the attachments before, you still have all the attachments. So I really like that they did that. And then also the prestige unlocks and everything about it is just really cool. The Master Prestige was a very cool idea too. I do think there could have been a little bit more than 10 prestiges, just because I feel like, yeah, I'm already 7 prestige, and as frequently as they're going to give double XP, they probably could have left 15, just like in Black Ops 1, and I would have been okay with that. 20 was a bit much for Modern Warfare 3. I barely reached 9th prestige, almost 10th on it, and I don't know, Modern Warfare 3, I got bored of it about 5 months before this game came out, so it was just a mess. That game was a mess. Every time I go back to it, it's just a mess. I never played Modern Warfare 2 because I wasn't playing, you know, Call of Duty then. But I'm pretty sure that game was pretty terrible. But you know, Modern Warfare 3 didn't do much justice either. And you know, some people say it's a good game, some people don't think so. It was for me. But we're not here to talk about Modern Warfare 3. So let's keep talking about Black Ops 2 here. Let's see. What else do I have to cover? The only thing that holds this game back from being absolutely perfect, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, is the lag. And I understand that whenever you're playing Call of Duty, there's always going to be some sort of lag or some sort of loss or not a benefit from it, just because we don't have dedicated servers, you know? But still, at the same time, you would think that it could at least run at its maximum potential. And with as much as they did in this last patch, a lot of times it feels that they just rushed the game, and they didn't take that extra month. If they needed the extra month to perfect it, then I wouldn't have mind waiting that extra month, because it's one thing to get a finished product and then a beta, and a lot of times it feels like they release as betas. And I mean, Treyarch's really good at working through things and patching things, and they're really voicing the community. But right now, the way they're addressing what's going on with the lag and things, it just seems like they're trying to ignore the fact that it's there, and they're really letting me down, and I'm sure they're letting a lot of other gamers down. And you know, a lot of you MLG pros, Halo drop shot and jump shot legits. You know, hey, I like to do that shit too. It's fun. But you know, I think they're letting a lot of us down in that respect, and that's just not cool. But you know, overall, it's a very good game. Very good Call of Duty. I enjoy it. It's fun, definitely. That's all for me today, guys. You have a good day, and like the video if you liked it. Subscribe. Feel free to visit the channel. Don't be a stranger.